Can you please raise your right hand for me? Do you so solemnly swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, thank you. You may have a seat. And you are welcome to testify in your mask or take it off if you want to.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. You may proceed.
All right, thank you. Can you please introduce yourself to the jury and spell your last name?
Hi, my name is Kelly Pagel, and I am a sergeant with the Richardson Police Department. My last name is spelled Pagel, P-A-G-E-L.
You just mentioned that you're from the Richardson Police Department.
Yes, sir.
We've already heard from the Plano Police Department, we've heard from the Dallas Police Department. Back in March of 2018, what division were you assigned to then?
I was a detective in the Crimes Against Persons Unit.
Now you said you're now a sergeant, is that right?
Yes, sir.
And what do you do now?
Now I work in patrol, and I supervise the officers that respond when you call 911.
Okay, and so...
Detective Pagel, can you turn that mic around so that they can hear you clearly? Yeah, there we go. Sorry,
Yes,
Mr. Fitzmartin. There we go. Much better.
All right, thank you, Judge. Okay, so you said you're a sergeant in patrol. Do you actually go out and drive in patrol in the streets of Richardson?
Yes, sir, I do.
Okay, so if I live in Richardson, I call 911, and you're closest by, you might be the person that comes and knocks on my door to help me out.
Yes, sir.
But back in March of 2018, was it your job to investigate crimes against people, assaults, homicides, things of that nature?
Yes, sir.
And were you made aware of an arrest and an investigation going on with a Billy Chemirmir?
Yes, sir.
And at that time, were you asked to look at the death of an individual by the name of Mary Brooks that had happened January 30th or 31st of 2018?
Yes, sir, I was.
She was found on the 31st.
Yes, sir, that's correct.
Okay. And through your investigation, were you able to make a determination and file a case on Mr. Chemirmir for homicide of Mrs. Brooks?
Yes, sir.
Do you, Mrs. Brooks was found on the 31st?
Yes, sir.
Do you know who found her?
Her grandson.
Was that David Cuddy?
Yes, sir.
And when do you know that she was last known to be alive?
On the 30th
And where was that?
at Walmart.
Which Walmart is that?
It's at Arapahoe and Coit in Dallas.
Okay, I think we're kind of familiar with that Walmart as well. That's the same. You're familiar with the investigation into the death of Lou T. Harris as well.
Yes, sir.
And is that the exact same Walmart that Lou T. Harris was last seen alive at as well?
Yes, sir, it was.
So on January 30th, was there a receipt from Walmart from around 11:45, 11:46 on January 30th?
Yes, sir.
And did, at the time when she's found on the 31st, was there anything suspicious about her death on the night she was found?
No, sir.
And when you have those types of situations, you have an elderly, she was an elderly woman,
Yes, sir.
and you have an elderly individual who dies like that, sometimes are those cases treated as naturals if there's nothing to detect some sort of foul play.
Yes, sir, they are.
Now, on the next day, on February 1st, did you all get indications that things were missing from Mrs. Brooks?
Yes, sir, we did.
And is that why back later on in time in March, you come back to this case because there's missing jewelry?
Yes, sir, that's correct.
Did you have an occasion to go back and look at video from Walmart
Yes, sir, I did.
from the time that Mrs. Brooks is at the Walmart?
Yes, sir.
Permission to approach.
You know?
I'll show you what's marked as State's Exhibit number 298. Are those clips from that Walmart video for January 30th of 2018?
Yes, sir.
We'll offer State's Exhibit number 298 and
Okay. 298 will be admitted.
Just turn out the lights, please.
Yes.
Okay. Detective Pagel. Oh, it's my, no, it's me. Okay. Okay, we're a little bit familiar with this system at Walmart because we've already seen it in this trial. But as we look out, we're looking at aisle 3 of the parking lot for that Walmart. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
And the time we have is 10:49:19. Do you see that?
Yes, sir.
You see a car driving in up here at the top.
Yes, sir.
And what is that car doing now?
Parking, sir.
We later learned that to be Mary Brooks' car.
Yes, sir, we did.
And you know these clips to be about 3.5 minutes long.
Yes, sir.
We're now at 10:51:06,
Yes, sir.
and we still have that white car right there. Do you see movement?
Yes, sir.
And that's kind of in that, I don't know if that's a handicap spot, but it's kind of in the handicap area.
Yes, sir.
And you still see movement up here in the top corner of the screen.
Yes, sir.
Now we're going to look out the front door. And what time do we see here?
10:51 a.m.
So basically that same time frame, just a little bit further on.
Yes, sir.
And you see an individual walking in,
Yes.
pushing a cart?
Yes, sir.
And who is that individual?
That's Mrs. Brooks.
She's wearing a blue coat, scarf,
Yes,
with
sir.
her cane.
Yes, sir.
So that's 10:52:03, and she enters the Walmart. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
So now at 11:38:40, we see a car. This is in aisle 2, so the next aisle over from where we were.
Yes, sir.
We're now at 11:38:39.
Yes, sir.
And what is that car doing? This car right here?
Driving by?
Okay, and turning to the left?
Yes, sir.
And do you recognize that car?
Yes, sir, I do.
And what kind of car is that?
It's a silver Altima.
Nissan Altima?
Yes, sir.
And are you aware of the type of car that Mr. Chemirmir was driving at that time?
Yes, sir. It was
And
that.
Go ahead.
I'm sorry, it was that same model vehicle.
Okay. So that, what time does that clip end?
11:39:14 a.m.
So what time are we picking this one up at?
11:39:19 a.m.
And then what do we see in this video?
I'm sorry, the same silver Altima.
Now, what am I, you see my arrows pointing at a car right here?
Yes, sir.
And what is that car right there?
That's Mrs. Brooks's vehicle.
And that silver Altima, where does it go?
Parks next to Mrs. Brooks's vehicle.
And that is at what time?
11:39, 49 a.m.
Now, you've watched this exhibit with me before,
Yes, sir.
all right? And we could sit here and let this roll all the way through. But did I have you look at that location this entire time and see that there is no movement from that silver Altima while it sits there?
Yes, sir, you did.
In fact, we do not have video of Mr. Chemirmir at Walmart on video that day, other than this silver Altima.
That is correct, sir.
All right, so I'm going to, in the interest of time, just speed through this, and we can keep our eye up there. And if anything comes or goes from that same spot where Mrs. Brooks is, her car, and that silver Altima. We're now at 11:43:17.
Yes, sir.
There's a car that leaves. A car that pulls in. Now, I want to direct your attention to 147:47. And we're looking at what here?
It looks like the entrance exit for the Walmart.
And who do we see exiting there?
Mrs. Brooks.
We pick her up going out there again. Is that her?
Yes, sir, it is.
It's 11:48:07.
Yes, sir.
And now we jump back in time just to finish up the scene of the white car and the silver Altima up there, and then we can still show that no one's coming or going, except for right there. You see in the top right corner,
Yes, sir.
and who is that?
Mrs. Brooks.
And what does she do?
She's loading up her vehicle.
I'm kind of fast forwarding it there along, but you can see that activity happening. And then what does it look like she's doing there? Putting up.
Putting up her cart, sir.
Okay. 11:51:17. What do we see happening?
She's starting to back up.
And when we look beyond her car, what do we see there?
The silver Altima.
She turns going in a easterly direction.
Yes, sir.
And what happens with the silver Altima?
It starts to pull out as well.
That's 11:51:58.
Yes, sir.
And then what do we see here?
The Altima going in the same direction as Mrs. Brooks.
This is on aisle 2 at 1151-49. Who do we see there?
Mrs. Brooks.
And then 1152-09.
The silver Altima.
And we're at aisle 1. Same thing.
Mrs. Brooks.
And what's there?
The silver Altima again.
Now, if we were to go around the side of the building of Walmart, if we're looking at this scene here, what's to the right of the screen?
Coit Road.
Okay. And you just saw a white car?
Yes, sir.
Who was that?
Mrs. Brooks.
And who's right behind her?
The silver Altima, Mr. Chemirmir.
Objection, there's no evidence that Mr. Chemirmir's in that vehicle. Silver Altima, yes, but not Mr. Chemirmir.
You may continue, Mr. Clark.
Your Honor, could I get a ruling, please?
Any response, Mr. Fitzgerald?
I don't know what his objection is. She just said we don't know if Mr. Chemirmir's in the vehicle.
What's your legal objection?
Oh, I'm sorry, I thought she said it was Mr. Chemirmir.
Yeah, she did.
She said Mr. Chemirmir's car, and I asked what's your legal objection?
My objection is that she doesn't know if it's Mr. Chemirmir. It's consistent with his car, but she doesn't know if it's. Can I take a witness on board, Ira?
You must.
Detective, do you know if Mr. Chemirmir was in that car?
No, sir.
Ask the jury to disregard the previous statement that was Billy Chemirmir's car.
I believe your question was, did she know if he was in the car? She said she didn't know if he was in the car.
Ask the jury to instruct the jury, ask the court to instruct the jury to disregard that was Billy Chemirmir in the vehicle.
All right. So that objection will be sustained. Jury, you have heard the evidence and testimony thus far. The witness has said that she is not aware if it is Mr. Chemirmir in the car. Mr. Fitzmartin?
Thank you, Judge. Are you aware that Mr. Chemirmir has told the police department that he's the only one that drives that car unless his wife takes it at night for work?
Yes, sir, I am.
Did I also ask you to look at some clips of March 15th, 2018?
Yes, sir.
And I'm going to show you State's Exhibit 297. Are those the clips from March 15th of 2018?
Yes, sir.
We'll offer State's Exhibit 297 in evidence.
No objection, Your Honor.
State's Exhibit number 297 will be admitted.
So of the video that we just saw from January 30th, are these still shots from that clip?
Yes, sir.
Those clips of the Altima and this clip?
Yes, sir.
Permission to publish 297. I'm sorry.
You may.
Okay, Detective Pagel, are we looking again at that Walmart parking lot?
Yes, sir, we are.
And what time and what's the date and time of this?
March 15th, 2018, 2:55:58 p.m.
And what do we see entering the screen at the left-hand side?
It's a silver Altima.
And where do we see that car doing?
Parking.
And it parks around, what time, 2:56?
Yes, sir.
4123?
Yes, sir.
We picked it up on this next clip at 2:57:09.
Yes, sir.
You see an individual emerging,
Yes, sir.
walking in. See this individual in a pair of pants, white shirt, and a tie?
Yes, sir.
And this clip ends at approximately what time there? It's about to end. 2:57 and
Probably 2:50. It looks like 2:57:42 p.m.
and does this next clip pick up at that around that same time?
Yes, sir, it does.
Do you see an individual outside the door?
Yes, sir, I do.
Appear like he may be on the phone
Yes, sir, it does.
and walking in.
Yes, sir.
And what time are we at now?
2:58:26 p.m.
Different angle, same person?
I believe so, sir.
All right, now, what time are we at?
3 o'clock.
Can you identify this individual with the yellow tie and the white shirt?
I believe it is Mr. Chemirmir.
Do you see Mr. Chemirmir in the courtroom today?
I do.
Do you describe article of clothing he's wearing?
A dark colored suit.
Okay, and does he have what color shirt does he have on?
White.
The record reflect the witness has identified the defendant in open court.
The record will so reflect.
So on March 15th, he's in a white shirt, yellow tie at the Walmart at 3 o'clock.
Yes, sir.
Different angle, same individual?
Yes, sir.
And what time are we at now?
3 o'clock, 18 p.m.
So basically, he went into the Walmart for maybe about a minute and a half, 2 minutes, and then now he's just standing right here.
Yes, sir.
302, where does it go?
Out front.
This clip ends at
3:02:34 p.m.
You pick them up here on this next clip.
Yes, sir.
Returning back to that silver Altima.
Yes, sir.
Then, I guess if he returns to that silver Altima at around 3:03,
Yes, sir.
okay. This clip ends at
3:04:04 p.m.
we go another clip that with no movement from that Altima.
Yes, sir.
We're now at 3:08.
Yes, sir.
And what do you see happening now?
Car starting to back out.
At what time?
3:08:57.
Turning?
Yes, sir.
Permission to approach?
You may.
Shady States Exhibit 300. Those, and States Exhibit 299. Those, apparently one of the clips from both of those Walmart videos that we just went through.
Yes, sir.
Law for States Exhibits 299, 300.
No objection, Your Honor.
All right, that's exhibit number 299 and 300 will be able.
So Detective Pagel, if you look up at your screen, January 30th, we did not have video of Mr. Chemirmir entering or leaving the Walmart, but we have a silver Altima that's parking, but on March 15th, we did have video of him coming in and out of that Altima. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
And do those appear to be the exact same car to you?
Yes, sir, they do.
There again, January 30th on the left and March 15th on the right. It's January 30th and March 15th.
Yes, sir.
It doesn't look like there's anybody else in those cars, does it?
No, sir, it does not.
Are you familiar with OfferUp?
Yes, sir.
And did you go through the OfferUp records for Mr. Chemirmir in regards to this case?
I did.
We had Detective Chapman come up here and talk to you about a ring that's contained in the OfferUp records out of a Richardson case. I'm going to show you State's Exhibit 237. Are you familiar with this ring?
Yes, sir.
And how are you familiar with this ring?
It belonged to Mrs. Brooks.
And this is the picture that was contained in the offer-up account in Billy Chemirmir that was posted on January 31st.
Yes, sir, it was.
Will offer State's Exhibit 237.
No objection.
All right, State's Exhibit number 237 is admitted.
State's Exhibit 237 is this very nice diamond engagement type ring that he had posted an offer up on January 31st.
Yes, sir.
And you met with the members of the Brooks family, Ann Brooks?
Yes, sir, I did.
And did she bring you some appraisals of some jewelry that was missing out of her mother's house?
Yes, sir, she did.
I'm going to show you State's Exhibits 280, 281, 282, 283, and 284. Did she bring these appraisals to your to the police department and you held on to them since she brought them?
Yes, sir.
We'll offer State's Exhibits 281, 282, 283, 284 for record purposes.
No objections to these for record purposes, Your Honor.
All right, State's Exhibit 281, 282, and 283 will be admitted for record purposes only.
And 283 is dealing with the actual ring that we're talking about, or the appraisal that matches.
Yes, sir.
We had looked. We had talked about 315. You have clip stills from that, from Mr. Chemirmir walking out and the silver.
Yes, sir.
And they were at. That's from the Walmart before Norvell.
Yes, sir.
On this January 30th board, you see the Walmart there at Coit and Arapahoe,
Yes, sir.
and 777 Custer Road. What is the significance of that?
That was where Mrs. Brooks lived.
Okay, and is that in Dallas County, the state of Texas?
Yes, sir, it is.
And to get there, you come most logical route would be to come down Arapahoe.
Yes, sir.
Was there also information about a safe missing out of the closet of Miss Brooks' house as well?
Yes, sir, there was.
And in this case, there wasn't any kind of DNA or fingerprints that connected back to Billy Chemirmir.
No, sir, there was not.
I'll pass the witness.
Mr. Moore, any questions?
Just a few, Your Honor. Thank you. Afternoon, Sergeant Pagel.
Yes, sir.
Okay, good afternoon. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm well, thank you. I just had a few questions for you. My name is Kobe Moore, and I represent Mr. Chemirmir in his proceedings, okay?
Yes, sir.
So I want to take you back specifically to January 30th of 2018 and some of the information that you provided to Mr. Fitzmartin. So on that day, and he asked you, and we answered appropriately,
there's nothing on January 30, 2018 that is able to have you identify Billy Chemirmir as being at that Walmart. That's correct, right?
The cell phone is the only thing.
I'm talking about in regards to the video.
The video, no, sir.
Okay. You stated you're in patrol now, correct?
Yes, sir.
You're a supervisor for patrol?
Yes, sir.
And part of patrol, obviously, is patrolling the roadways and enforcing traffic laws. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. How common of a vehicle is a Nissan Altima?
They're common.
Extremely common vehicle, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And on that day, on the clips, the videos, whatever Mr. Fitzmartin showed you regarding January 30th, 2018, you can't even identify the race of a driver or the sex of a driver in that vehicle. Isn't that correct?
That is correct.
And so earlier, and maybe it was a slip of the tongue when you stated that was Mr. Chemirmir in that Nissan Altima. You don't know that, correct?
That is correct.
You just know that there was a silver Nissan Altima and you knew that Mr. Chemirmir drove one, correct?
Yes, sir. That is correct.
Okay. Thanks, sir.
Sergeant, you said in response to a question, he was asking, you don't know if Billy Chemirmir is there, and you wanted to talk about phones. You do know that there's phone evidence in this case.
Objection, Your Honor, that hasn't been.
Hey, who am I? Judge, I don't know which lawyer I'm
Whoop,
telling
whoop,
you.
whoop, hold on. So, first and foremost, I did not hear the actual entire question before you objected, Mr. Watson, and typically, we usually have one person from defense counsel that will be doing the objection. However, the court has showed much leeway in allowing both you and Mr. Warren object. So, first of all, who will be doing the objections from the defense table?
I'll let Mr. Warren keep doing it.
Okay, thank you. And Mr. Warren, is there an objection you would like to make?
Well, I was waiting for the completion of the question, too.
Okay, thank you. Mr. Fitzmartin, you may continue.
In response to Mr. Warren's question to you about there is nothing, I think he asked you don't know if that's Mr. Chemirmir in that car. And the response that you gave, it said about phones.
Yes, sir.
In response to his question. And my question to you is, are you aware of phone evidence in this case?
Yes, sir, I am.
And are you aware, you know that we will have another individual come in to testify about Mr. Chemirmir's phone and where it places it?
Yes, sir.
That's all I have, Judge. I'll pass it.
And actually, Sergeant, what you'll be aware of, if that testimony and evidence comes in, is that you'd be aware of where the phone was, not actually Mr. Chemirmir, correct?
I'm not a phone expert, sir, but
And that's my point. Thank you, Sergeant. That's perfect. Not perfect.
All right, may this witness be released?
Yes, sir.
No objection, John.
All right, you may step down. Thank you so much.
thank you, ma'am.